Hey guys, so today I have swatches of a new to me brand. The brand is Meg Cosmetics, and what kind of intrigued me about these, because I'm trying to kind of do fewer swatch videos in general, and I don't usually do newer brands anymore just so it doesn't fill up all the videos. But what intrigued me about these, the reason that I actually agreed to do these, was the packaging was very interesting to me. So it's kind of like a Butter London looking bottle, but there's actually two mini polishes in there stuck together, and I thought that was really cool. I thought it was good for traveling. I don't travel a lot. When I do, it's usually just for a weekend, but I'll take like a makeup bag and just stuff a bunch of polishes in it because my polish chips so fast that I know I'm gonna have to repair it. These would be really good for taking with me. So anyway, I have 5 duos here, which is 10 polishes all together. So I will link the website down below. There's also a coupon code for 30% off that's just JessFace30, so I'll put that down below as well, and I will get into the swatches. So the first duo here is called the Gold-holic duo, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit more on the packaging here. You'll have to excuse how broken my nails are on my non-swatch hand. So these are kind of like a Butter London sized and similar packaging, except there's the 2 polishes. So the cap comes off and then you can separate them like this. There's not a ton to hold on to here when you actually paint the nails, but I found that you get used to it really quickly. It's not super difficult to control that brush. So this duo has a nice red cream and a gold glitter. The gold glitter I was expecting to be a topper, but it's actually completely opaque on its own, so that's how I'm going to show it here. So here is one coat. This one is a little bit lighter than I think it should be on the first coat, so I'm going to do a second. But the brushes on these are nice and wide, and they're really smooth. And this one, and just about all the other cream polishes here, basically apply themselves. I'm actually really surprised and really impressed with how smooth these apply. So here is 2 coats. So you can see that second coat does deepen quite a bit. And this one also dries very shiny as well. So there is 2 coats of the red from the duo. And for the gold, here is 1 coat. This one has a really good coverage on that first coat. I just have a few spaces between the glitter that I want to fill in. Great formula on this one as well. And this is a metallic gold glitter, so it's not holographic at all. It doesn't have any of that rainbow sparkle to it. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2. This is a micro glitter, so it is going to be difficult to remove, and it is going to dry pretty textured. So you're going to need 1, maybe 2 coats of top coat to smooth it out. So there is 2 coats of the gold glitter from the Gold-holic duo. So the next duo is called Sand and Shell, and this has this kind of medium-ish tan nude color, and then it also has this almost like champagne pearly looking polish with little pink flecks in it. So here is 1 coat. And this one is completely opaque in 1 coat with a little bit thicker of a first coat. Great formula on this. I do think depending on your application you might need 2. When I did my swatch pictures I did end up needing 2. I do think you need to work a little bit faster with this one because I have noticed that, especially if you have to add a second coat, it has a little bit of a hard time leveling out. It's not terrible. A coat of top coat will fix it, but you do want to work a little bit faster and not let it dry too much while you're applying it. So there is 1 coat of the nude. So here is 1 coat, and this one is pretty sheer on that first coat. Those little pink shimmers stand out really nicely though. Good formula on this one. I do feel like if you did too thick of a coat, this one would probably run down the sides of the nail and pool there a little bit. So here is 2 coats. This one is starting to build up on 2, but from most angles you can still see the nail line. I know it's not super visible on camera, but it's pretty apparent in person. And so I am going to do a third. So here is 3 coats. And 3 coats does cover this one completely. There are some brush strokes in that shimmer when you apply it. They don't all go away as it dries, but most of them do disappear. So there is 3 coats of the shimmery shell color in Sand and Shell. So the next duo is called Double Sweetheart, and this has a hot pink cream and a more of a bubblegum pink. So starting with the hot pink. This one is a little bit sheer and a little bit uneven on that first coat. The formula applies well on this one, but it's one of those polishes that is a little bit hard to level out, and if you work with it too much, you can create some pretty apparent streaks. So here is 2 coats. So this one is covering completely in 2 for me today, but I think that's only because I've already worked with it and I've kind of figured out how quickly and like smoothly I need to go. Because when I did my swatch pictures for this one, I did need 3 to cover up some streaks that I created in the second coat. So there is 2 coats of the hot pink from, what is this, the Double Sweetheart Duo. So next we have the more bubblegum pink, and this is 1 coat. This one is just a little bit streaky on that first coat. This one has a great formula and applies really well. So here is 2 coats, and 2 coats does cover completely on this one. And this also dries very shiny as well. So there is 2 coats of the bubblegum pink from the Double Sweetheart Duo. The next duo is called Mermaid Oasis, and this has a nice like periwinkle cream and then this iridescent and teal blue glitter topper. So starting with the cream, here is 1 coat. This one is nearly opaque in 1 coat, but it's not quite there. I still have a few light spots. Great formula on this one though. So here is 2 coats. And this one does cover completely in 2. Like I said, it was nearly opaque in 1. If you're not super picky, or if you just have a little bit better coordination than I do, you could probably get away with this in 1. So there is 2 coats of the periwinkle color from the Mermaid Oasis duo. So here is 1 coat of that glitter over the periwinkle color. So this one is really sheer, definitely not one that you could get opaque on its own, but it does apply really nicely and you don't have to do any manipulation to get it even either. So there is 1 coat of the glitter from the Mermaid, I keep forgetting these, Mermaid Oasis duo. And the last duo is called Aurora Vibe, and this is this nice berry cream color and this really dark teal. So starting with the berry color, here is 1 coat. And this one is completely opaque in 1 coat. I do think depending on your application, you might need 2. I'm pretty sure I did 2 for my swatch pictures. Great formula on this one. So there is 1 coat of the berry color from the Aurora Vibe duo. And lastly, I have this dark teal color, so here is 1 coat. This one covers really well on the first coat, not quite a 1 coater though, it still has a few light spots. Great formula on this one. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2, and it does get considerably darker. And this one also dries really shiny. Obviously I'm going to recommend top coat for everything ever, but this does dry shiny on its own. So there is 2 coats of the teal from the Aurora Vibe duo. So it was hard for me to pick a favorite here just because I don't think you can split these up. I think you have to buy them in the duo. So like I really liked the periwinkle color in the Mermaid's Oasis duo, but I didn't really care for the blue glitter too much. So I ended up picking the Aurora Vibe duo because I really liked both colors. They really work for this time of year and the formulas were really good. I think overall I was kind of surprised at how good the formulas were on these, but these 2 especially, if I have to pick 1 duo, it's going to be that one. So those are some Meg Cosmetics swatches. Again, I will link that website down below as well as the coupon code. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and I will talk to you later.